There is nothing more rewarding in life than freedom. Freedom of money, freedom of time, and just the peace of mind that comes with that. I don't care what anybody says, life is too short to not live how you want to. And I only get one chance at it, so why would I want to live modest if it's an option? Most people spend their whole lives stuck in the 9-to-5 grind. I'm talking sleep, work, cook, maybe go gym, and then if they want to treat themselves to an hour of just free time, then that's pretty much their whole day just gone. And that's the trap that 99% of people fall into. But it really doesn't have to be that way. People just find it unrealistic to be in that position. So pretty much everyone just sticks with the safe route. And for me, trading is what enabled me to attain that lifestyle. I'm not at a point where I consider myself to be rich, but it's only a matter of time at this point. I found this screenshot from January 2024. I'm gonna put it on screen. I literally had £1 in my bank account, which is pretty funny looking back, but it's literally less than 2 years later now, and I'm driving a Porsche that I bought all cash like less than a month ago. And to be honest, I don't even care about cars. If you watch my last video, then you know that I just bought this shit because I was bored of my last one. And this isn't to flex, it's to show you what's possible in just a year or two of hard work. And I can speak on it because this is all self-made. You can go back to my old videos and see where I was back then. I've documented it literally all on this channel. I'm talking since literally the first months of me ever trading. I mean, check out this video right here of me catching a huge $7 win. Yeah. And I closed early because I got scared of one bearish candle. So that was me 2 years ago. And I know I'm laughing, but like, seriously, trading will change your life if you let it. But you do have to do things right. And it's important to know that there's no holy grail strategy or 5-hour-long course video that will make you profitable. It's the hard work and consistency that will always get you there every single time. Because if you show up to the market every day, you will see the same patterns happen over and over again. And that's all technical analysis is. Strategies are built off people just seeing the same patterns happen over and over again. So all you need to do is show up, follow your trading plan, and be consistent with it. And trust me, you will get there eventually, but it will take time. However, if you want to change your life quickly, then I have some advice from someone who became profitable in just a year of trading. And I mean, first of all, mindset is so important. You have to get out of that poverty mindset, and that is a fact. You have to believe that what you're aiming for is achievable. If not, you won't get there. Doesn't matter what it is, whether that is trading or not. If you want to be a millionaire, you can do that. Fuck it, if you want to be a multi-millionaire, you can do that shit, 100%. But it's not going to happen if you don't believe it's doable, if you don't believe that it's even possible. All the people I know in real life that had ambition have gone so much further than those who just got complacent. Obviously, everyone wants to be rich, but if you don't believe it's actually possible for you, then you've pretty much already given up. I'm gonna pull up another old clip here, this time from the literal first video on this channel, so you can literally go watch it if you want. And I'm going to show you the mindset that I came into this with.
A couple years from now, I'm going to be rich as fuck. I don't care. Alright, trust me. I gotta follow the process. It's gonna work. But yeah, anyway, I'm literally just gonna be documenting my trades. Going from a dead trader to, nah, not hopefully. I'm gonna be a sick trader. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna live my life.
Low-key, I hate that video because I just think I sound cringe as fuck. But that is the mindset that I came in with, and that immediately separated me from the other 95% of traders that just fail. So don't belittle yourself. As soon as you know where you're going to be in 2 years, you've pretty much already got there. It's just following the plan and getting to that point, if that makes any fucking sense. But to get there, you still need to take the right path. I'm assuming most of you that have clicked on this video are traders because I mean that's my usual audience, but I want to talk about something that gets really overshadowed by all the technicals and just random other bullshit. And that is people's shiny object syndrome. If you don't know what I mean by that, it's basically just when you're so locked in on one thing that you just kind of ignore all the other bullshit around it. You're basically just dialed the fuck in on one thing and just forgetting all the other important points, if that makes sense. And in this case, I'm talking about the center point of trading, the strategy. Can you explain exactly why your strategy works? Because most people can't. And the reason for that is because even their mentor can't. They might give a very vague response, you know, banks are selling from here, investors are buying from here. But why? Trading becomes infinitely easier once you realize why your strategy is working the way it is. And a lot of these modern day strategies are basically just existing so that these gurus can sell another course of another strategy. And that is a fact. You cannot tell me otherwise. Like, sure, it'll work sometimes, but anything can work sometimes. If you base it off the fact that it's a 50-50, because trust me, they are not talking about spreads, they're not talking about commissions, whatever the fuck. They're calling it a 50-50 and saying pretty much anything can work. But if you know exactly why everything is happening and you have a reasoning behind it, then you can judge markets and price by those things and actually see yourself what price makes sense for price to move at. That's the word price a lot. I mean, for me, I figured, what do I know for a fact moves the market the most? And from my knowledge, that's supply and demand, liquidity, and just general market structure. Supply and demand, because investors want a better price, they're looking at the same areas that got good reactions before. Liquidity moves the market due to just market manipulation, trying to take people's stops before moving in the other direction. And market structure, just following trend. We know bullish and bearish trends are not just false, that's a proven thing. So my strategy is based around those three things. I'm not saying they're the only working things, I'm not saying that's the only working strategy. Obviously, I'm not retarded. Sorry, that was... I know lots of people trade ICT, a lot of people find success with it, and a lot of people trade just the most basic proven strategies, and either can work, that is a fact. But as soon as I understood these concepts and involved them in my own trading, I immediately became so much better of a trader, and my results just skyrocketed so quickly. So all I'm saying is, don't just trade something because somebody else says it works. Do your own research and test it yourself, because that way you know you're in the right hands. But anyway, you've seen the title, so let me tell you how trading can actually change your life. And I'm not just talking about once you've made it, I'm talking about the changes you need to make right now in order to become profitable. And this is something that people completely fail to talk about all the time, and it's that you need to keep your life consistent. You need to be organized if you want to reach this level of freedom. A consistent and disciplined trader doesn't come from somebody who's getting up at different times every day, eating whatever they want, exercising sometimes because they feel like it. Real consistency comes from a routine. I'm talking getting up at the same time, fueling your body with the right things, exercising regularly, even meditating is great. I'm talking about this with Red Bull in the back. That's my friend's. I swear to God, he's recording. But when your life is structured like this, your brain operates at such a higher level. I'm not about going into the science of it because I'm not fucking boring, but basically this has the largest effect on the part of your brain that's responsible for your decision making, your focus, and like your impulse control, which is obviously extremely important for trading. And it makes sure that you're functioning optimally. You're less reactive, less stressed, and just it's so much easier to follow your trading plan under those conditions. It doesn't have to be boring or completely robotic, because obviously we want to reap the rewards of our freedom of trading. We don't want to just live a boring ass life. It's just, if your life is messy, unorganized, and completely unpredictable, then your mind will be just as scattered at the charts. And from there, making clear, logical decisions become immensely harder. Having structure in your life isn't restriction, it's just the foundation that allows you to trade consistently and confidently. You feel me? I'm still going out sometimes, I'm still getting turned, but like, as soon as you lose that level of consistency is when you lose your edge in the markets. That's a fact. But back to the point of the time that I have as a trader, I want to emphasize the reality of what I, as a profitable trader, am doing day to day, like at the charts, just during weekdays, because most people definitely have the complete wrong perception of what real traders are actually doing. Most new traders, including myself when I came into trading, definitely have an addiction to it, and that's like completely okay. That will happen to everyone. It's an addictive job to have, I guess. I mean, it has the same implications as gambling when you first come into it, because you don't really have a good strategy, you don't have the psychology behind it. You know that if you do it right, then it's not gambling, but I was gambling when I joined this shit, let's be for real. But if you're spending all your time at the charts looking for trades, then you will find shit. You'll be forcing setups and opportunities that aren't actually there, because people feel like if they're not at the charts taking trades, then they're not actually working, they're not getting anywhere, they're not trading. But the reality is, as a trader, I'm hardly ever even at the screen. I'm going about my normal day, checking the charts on occasion, maybe taking trades is like 1% of my day, checking the charts is 2%, like it's really not a big deal. I'll check for setups, set an alert, and then just continue in my day. And that's how I like it to be, because I have that freedom. I'm not just working a normal 9 to 5, but making more money. I'm making more money, and I have the freedom of somebody that's basically unemployed, which is just fantastic. When I wake up and come to the markets, my goal isn't to take a trade. It's not even to get a win. It's just to follow the plan. If you come to the charts with the goal of taking a trade or getting a win or passing a phase, literally anything, you will find opportunities in the markets, even if they're not following your plan properly, if they're just not high quality, and you will take that trade. You'll likely over risk, and you'll just spend more and more time doing pointless stuff that will get you nowhere. And that's not what freedom is. I understand it. I used to spend all day at the charts. I was backtesting constantly, and it gave me a great understanding of how trading works. It gave me a great understanding of my strategy, so I don't regret it for the world. Is that even a saying?
No.
I don't even know, but that phase is basically just a canon event for every trader, and it's not a bad thing to go through. You just have to use the knowledge that you gain from that and leverage it to your advantage as best as possible. Stay consistent, learn 1% from literally everything you do in the market, and you'll find yourself in a much better position each and every day. And that is the secret to separating yourself from the 95% that fail.